And the latest update now, the CBI's investigation. This is the third day of the CBI investigation in Mumbai, remember, and officials of the agency have now left Sushant Singh Rajput's erstwhile residence after inspecting the area. The CBI had quizzed the three people who were inside the house when Sushant was found dead on the 13th of June. Sources have also, 14th of June, I beg your pardon. Sources have also told Times Now that the statements of his roommate Siddhart Pithani, his cook Neeraj and his manager Dipest Sawant were not completely consistent with each other. Rhea Chakraborty, we are being told, is also likely to be summoned soon. Bhavatosh Singh with the latest on what the CBI is currently probing joins us now live on the broadcast. Bhavatosh, we understand there is some headway in the probe. The whole day was spent by the CBI questioning the three persons of interest. They took them to the erstwhile residence as well. And we are now hearing Rhea could be called soon. What else is the CBI looking at with some interest?
Well, the phase one of CBI's probe in Mumbai is over. They wanted to reconstruct the sequence of event of June 13th and 14th, and that's the reason why the first person to be called in for questioning was Neeraj and Samuel Miranda, and then subsequently his flatmate Siddhart Pithani and other staff members including Dipesh and Keshav were called in for questioning. Now, Neeraj is the only person who has been quizzed from day one. Today was his third round of questioning, as you rightly said, that there has been certain inconsistency as far as his statement is concerned. When we asked a senior CBI official as to what was this inconsistency, he only said that his answers were evasive and that they are still scrutinizing his statement and matching it with what he had told Mumbai police. Now, the reason why he was again brought in to Sushant's apartment is that they want to reconstruct the crime scene as per what he said to Mumbai police and to CBI, and then match it up with forensic evidence. And it's expected that that this week itself, Rhea will be summoned by CBI. There are no any more legal hassles as far as the case is concerned. CBI is within the rights to call her for questioning, but CBI said that only after examining all the witnesses as well as going through all the evidence that they have on record, they will decide the time and place when Rhea and her family members will be called in for questioning.
All right, that's the update as far as we know. Thank you, Bhavatosh, for joining us and giving us the latest on that. Some updates coming in right now. The quizzing and questioning of three insiders and persons of interest has finished now. We understand the CBI team is back at the Bandra police station where they're operating out of. Siddhart Pithani, Neeraj the cook and Dipest Sawant are done for the day in terms of questioning. That by no means would mean that their questioning is completely over. They can be called back any time as long as the CBI probe is on. We have our colleagues on the ground right now. We'll just take a quick update from them and we'll move on. We'll try and get to those colleagues in just a bit. In the meantime, let me just throw a quick question towards Rajiv Pandey and Sundar Balakrishnan here. Rajiv Pandey, day 3 of the CBI investigation and some inconsistencies have emerged as far as Dipesh, Neeraj as well as Siddhart Pithani is concerned. All their stories don't match.
Atharji, on your channel, I have said even earlier also, that when the investigation starts and if there is any missing link and if all these people are re-examined time and again, you know, Atharji, as a lawyer, I know very well, if you are telling lie and if 3 times a statement is taken, you will forget something and say something else. But if you are telling truth, then the story will be same. That is my first submission. Second is, which you talked about Neeraj. This is a botched up investigation. Can you imagine that there is no depth of time mentioned in the autopsy report, postmortem report, and nobody has realized? 5 doctors have signed and 60 days Mumbai police investigation, nobody is aware about that. That there is no timeline is given. Third point, everybody is saying that Sushant Singh Rajput was in the habit of writing diaries. If a person who is so intelligent, who is aware about everything, if really he would have committed suicide, as a lawyer, I feel, as a person of reasonable intelligence, I feel that If there is no,
You're saying he would have given some hints about the
Yes.
drastic step
Yes,
he was going to take. That's what
yes.
you're suggesting. And please stay with us, Rajiv. I want to explore this slightly further as well. I also have Vajiullah joining us now on the ground. He's been tracking the CBI movement as well. Siddhant joins us first, though. Siddhant, we understand Bandra police station is where the CBI team has headed to. Questioning for the day for the three suspects or persons of interest is over. What's the next move for the CBI?
Well, that's we have just spotted vehicles coming out of the DRDO here in Santa Cruz, and we are tracking those vehicles are heading towards. But the fact here is one of the Bandra police station again. Priyank Tripathi is there to get us the updates. But the fact here is that again there was a reconstruction that happened at Sushant's residence. All these three people, those who were inside the residence, that particular day, Siddhart Pithani, Dipest Sawant, and Neeraj, all three were again taken to Sushant's house, and almost for 3.5 hours they were inside with the CBI teams, and then they were later brought in here at DRDO guest house. The three vehicles have again gone outside, and we've been told that today's questioning is over. A team is there at Bandra. Now, we've also been told that today they have ascertained certain medical reports of Sushant Singh Rajput. They had gone to Hinduja Hospital, at the same time Waterstone Resorts in Andheri East, where spiritual healing was given. So today was the day where reconstruction, the second part of reconstruction happened. At the same time, the ascertaining of the medical reports, what was the exact illness, said illness of Sushant Singh Rajput.
At this point that the CBI team will question Rhea next. Can we tell that to our viewers that this is on the cards?
Definitely, CBI teams will question Rhea next, but at an appropriate time. Now, when I'm speaking to CBI officers, they are telling us that they want to build a case. They want to get the best testimonies recorded with them. They want proper investigation to be done. All angles needs to be probed so that they confront Rhea Chakraborty with those evidences, with those testimonies. And this is perhaps the reason that they are completing the testimonies of all those who were inside the house that day.
Thank you for those details. Sundar Balakrishnan, very quickly to you then. Inconsistencies emerging from people who were already questioned by the Mumbai police. Is that enough to say that the Mumbai police botched it up?
Sir, see, let me tell you. When you talk of inconsistencies, if you know what are those inconsistencies, we can discuss. But generally, if you talk of inconsistencies, I cannot comment on that.
But Sundar, the idea here is that the stories don't match. Under intense grilling and questioning, the versions of these three do not match.
No. Sir, see, this is general, okay? I want to know where inconsistencies are there. That is one thing. Second, about the medical treatment. Today, the CBI went and visited Hinduja Hospital. Obviously, there were some treatment evidence. And there was also some spiritual healing that was given. Now, I'll come to this lady whom you interviewed. Where were these ladies and this person earlier? Now only they crop up. All this while, what
No,
were they
can
doing?
I respond?
If they were
Let him
so much
finish.
concerned- No, please don't interrupt. Sir, please, this is not correct. So my point is, when the incident that happened earlier, if they were so much concerned about Sushant Singh Rajput, they should have come out in open and given a statement to the Mumbai police saying that this is what it is and this is what it is.
Okay, fair
But
point.
they have not been done anything.
Fair point. No, there could be many reasons, Sundar, for her not coming forward earlier. No, one second. Now, Rajiv Pandey, he's making a valid point here. Very quickly respond to this.
I'm only responding to that point.
to this. Also, the fact that she says, I don't want to speculate on motives, etc., and she also speculated, that's on record. She said, I speculated, even though I didn't have the complete info. Rajiv Pandey.
Arunil has asked a very specific question. And what she has said that she thought all these things is because she is more concerned about the Sushant Singh Rajput. But when today she recollects all those things, she finds that there is some issue in that. Sir, we know in this country, many people are seeing that crime is happening. They are not coming forward. That does not mean that crime has not taken place.
Okay. So give me a second now. Vajiullah joined us live from Mumbai. Vajiullah has been tracking the CBI team. Vajiullah, what's next for the CBI? What's the latest at your end?
Well, from what we've gathered today is that they were recreating the scene all over again. They were trying to find out the lifestyle of Sushant Singh, how he spent his days over there. And they were piecing together the forensic evidences that they had picked up yesterday. They were analyzing this with all the three of them all over again. As we already know that the three of them have been giving inconsistent reports, inconsistent statement to the CBI. The statement given to the Mumbai police was completely different to it. So we are expecting that was the line of questioning that they have done. And tomorrow, from what we've learnt is the most possibility is that they may question the other members, the other people who have been accused in the mysterious death of Sushant Singh. So we might see Rhea being questioned. We are not sure about it, but it is on the cards for the CBI because she is one of the accused in that.
Okay, all right. We'll take it as it comes. Thank you, Ajula, for the latest. We'll take a very quick break right now. We'll be right back.